Hola guys, how are you? This is Crypto Tips and we are here with Maria and Heidi Chacos.
Yeah. Hi, Maria.
Hola, I decided to do a video today on some questions I have because the other videos we did, people liked it.
Loved it.
I thought I was the only one having those questions and after all, I wasn't.
Yeah.
So I have more.
Great.
Are you ready?
I think so.
Okay, one that I really want to know, because all my clients saying, Maria, you need to go on board with it. It's actually giving a lot of returns. Celsius.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Celsius. So they say, Maria, you get 20% interest or so, or I don't know, and you can get low ones on your crypto and so on. So there's a lot of magic happening in Celsius and I have no idea what they're talking about. So please explain.
Yeah. So Celsius is people call it DeFi. It's really technically CeFi, centralized finance. It's a centralized platform where you are giving them ownership of your crypto. They are lending those crypto out to other people.
I give them ownership of my crypto.
Basically.
That doesn't sound good.
It's just like a centralized exchange where you're ultimately hoping that they can send it back to you. You don't have the private keys of the wallet that you're sending it to on Celsius. You don't. They do. So that's why a lot of people find it easy because all they need is the password and an email to log in.
And the interests are high because so is the risk. From my understanding.
I think it's a higher lending rate because they have more, again, kind of centralized control over who they're lending to and things like that. Also, Celsius, there's two big competitors in this area. It's BlockFi and Celsius. Celsius actually was created by the same guy who invented voice over the internet protocol, VoIP, also known, you use it in Skype, you use it whenever you do video chat. So that's pretty cool. Alex Mashinsky is his name. And anyway, so yeah, it's like it's a lending platform. It gives you better returns than you would with your bank. But the concept of the bank is still generally the same. You're giving your money to someone else. They're lending it. They get a percentage.
But the risk is not so high. Okay, and so is not your returns. Okay.
Yeah. Also with Celsius, they have their own coin. BlockFi does not. So I think you can also get a higher return if you are choosing to get paid in tokens. And that's obviously like kind of like a promotional thing. They're trying to get more liquidity on their token.
Of course.
But you don't have to get paid in Celsius, I don't believe. I think you can choose that. But similarly to BlockFi with Celsius, it is a centralized exchange. It's functioning within the U.S. and with U.S. citizens. If you're a U.S. citizen, you might find that you're not allowed to use Celsius because same as BlockFi a couple months ago, was it the SEC clamped down on these centralized platforms doing lending. Basically, they were really upset that they were paying these people too much money.
And it's the land of the free.
Exactly.
But you cannot use it?
Yeah.
Wow.
You can't. Until, again, there's more clear regulation.
Of course.
Pay a lot of fees.
Of course. It's all about the fees, isn't it? But what my clients are telling me, for example, I had a chat the other day, a friend, not a client, to become friends, who was telling me, okay, Maria, when Bitcoin was on these 30s, I got a loan from Celsius on my other Bitcoin.
Yeah.
I told you, didn't I? I got a loan on my other Bitcoin on Celsius. I'm basically paying €5 per month, I believe he said. Yes, and in June, I have to return the money. But in June, Bitcoin already doubled.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Even if it didn't double, it already went higher than the 30. So I can pay and have the rest.
Yeah.
As Bitcoin, I have more Bitcoin. And I thought, whoa, I need to speak about this with Heidi.
Yeah. That's a really cool thing too is you can make money two ways. You can deposit your Bitcoin and lend it out.
To others.
Or you can be the person who is borrowing that money. And in a way to protect the lenders, the borrowers must put up usually at least 100% collateral. Sometimes it's 150% collateral in case the coin that they're borrowing is extremely volatile and it crashes, then that's why it's often 150% collateral, because then it protects the lender.
Of course.
So then if you're lending your Bitcoin or your crypto, you can be made whole. And yeah, so anyway, you can say you have one Bitcoin and you want to borrow it, get another Bitcoin, use that Bitcoin to make a trade, and through that, the market is agreeing with you. It's like the Bitcoin price is going up. You can easily pay that loan back, get it back, and it's basically a way to do leverage trading.
But that's all about investment, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's always about smart investment, if you can go through that route or not. Because if you're that kind of person that's very scary when it's volatile, this is not a thing to do.
No. And quite frankly, you probably shouldn't take out a loan when it's uncertain times. The percentages that you get from lending on Celsius and BlockFi, or basically any DeFi platform, it's mostly dictated by the market conditions. If prices are going up, more people are willing to do what your friend did, borrow. More people are willing to lend. Or the more people who are borrowing provide higher interest rates for those who are lending. So that's also incentivizing people to lend as well. So basically, when times are good, it's good everywhere.
Of course, and for everybody.
But if it's on the reverse and you're borrowing,
you need to be very
could
cautious.
lose your position.
Of course. So basically, you can do that, always safe, never financial advice.
No.
Right?
I would definitely... there's ways to do lending, and we do it too, as a way to earn passive income.
That's what I was going to ask you.
If it's with coins that you're going to be holding long term anyway, might as well, there's a different train of thought. Might as well get some percentage with it. But if it's also a coin that is appreciating let's say Bitcoin, and we are all super bullish on Bitcoin in the long term, the risk that you put up of giving that valuable coin to someone else, having it being in a country with a government like the US, could be kind of sketchy, rather than just holding it in a wallet that you control and the price is going to appreciate anyway. You can earn profit that way. Or, you can just put it into and earn 10%. Celsius is 20%. That's pretty good. There's also, I have to talk about DeFi platforms. These are platforms that basically allow you to do the same thing.
But not so much value.
It depends. If it's a newer DeFi platform, they often offer higher percentages to try to get new people on their platform. But the main benefit is that you can keep the coins in a wallet that you control. But the risk there, smart contracts.
I know, but I prefer, I don't want to be, maybe I'm too scary, but I prefer pools. Yeah. Like Adelaide. Yeah. Where you grab your Cardano.
Staking. Yeah.
And you put it in that pool. Yeah. It's still on my ledger, so it doesn't go anywhere.
Yes. Staking and lending. Staking and DeFi are two completely different things. Staking is amazing, especially if you're doing it, again, through a wallet that you control. You're not doing it on a centralized exchange. Staking, say Cardano or any block or any crypto that you can, let's say on your ledger, you are helping to secure that network. Right. The amount of money that you're contributing to staking is basically saying that much more money is what a hacker is what someone would need to override the whole network. So it's a really great way, and you could get paid in that coin, and you're doing it on a wallet that you control.
I know. My friend B, Alabi, you met B.
I have.
He was the one that put me on Adelaide on the pool.
It's great.
Yeah, I like it also.
What's great with Cardano too, there's no lockup period. You can just withdraw it right away.
Right, and on Celsius it's locked until the contract of the loan ends. Is that it? For example,
I'm not sure if you're lending. You mean if you're lending your crypto? I'm not sure if there's a lockup period with BlockFi. I don't believe that there is. So I actually have never used Celsius, because the only thing I have against Celsius is that you have to have an account on your phone. That's how you have to create an account. You can't just do it on your computer. And
you don't like to touch
No, and even they have an application on your computer, but you first have to have an account on your phone. I don't know. And I try to separate my phone from my crypto and my computer as best I can. A lot of different reasons why. And so for me, it's just not worth it. So we use
never used it.
Options.
Okay.
Yeah.